everybody. If you come forward and take a seat, we'll get underway with our auctions here today. Of course, those parties at the back of the room, if you're not looking at carpet, I can't see you from the point of view of bidding, so I promise you I won't bite. Looks like the good old social distancing is still in place in the auction room, away from the auctioneer. And Wayne, if you could just help me with health and safety on that entranceway there too. So we can't have people standing in the entranceway there, folks, just in the case of an emergency. So that's my health and safety message. In the event of an emergency, we'll either go out the front door or we'll go through these doors following David in the blue suit, and we'll end up on the car park area. Well, my name's Steve Shaw. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to those of you in the room. We also have an online audience that can watch the auctions through our live streaming available on the Bayleys website if you have a future need to utilise that. My team, Amy, is here. She'll put the bids up on the screen and inform the online audience of the current state of play. And David Cashmore is my teammate here today. Will take care of the negotiation in the event that bidding doesn't reach the reserve. Either myself or David will approach the highest bidder and give you an opportunity during the auction to come to an acceptable level with our sellers. I'll explain that role more fully soon. Of course, our auction terms and conditions, they're the Standard Real Estate Institute and Auckland District Law Society contract by way of auction. It is an unconditional offer which you're making, and the contracts reflect that, and the terms are available in the entranceway along with the order of sale as you come into the room here. Of course, in bidding on a cash unconditional basis, you would have satisfied yourself and your due diligence that the properties suit your needs in all respects, so that you are happy to proceed with the sale. I'll highlight the settlement dates as we get to each of those and the channels list with the sale of the properties. In all cases, we do call for a 10% deposit as part payment of the purchase price, and for the properties here today, you're bidding on a plus GST basis, if any. I'm just going to confirm, yes, with all of them there, on a plus GST basis, if any. With regards to your bidding too, you need to be satisfied of the Overseas Investment Act, that you can comply with that in respect of your residency or citizenship. You need to be a New Zealand resident or citizen or an Australian or a Singaporean of the same to bid on each of these properties. They do come under that notation. If you're outside those groups, please don't bid. You'll need a consent, so we can advise you of that following. And with regards to the bidding, I offer the properties to you subject to a reserve price. Subject to the reserve price being reached, I'll declare the highest bidder the purchaser. If we don't get to the reserve price during the bidding, again, David and myself will give the highest bidder the first opportunity during the auction, because afterwards we can deal with all parties, conditional or otherwise. You don't get a priority right to deal exclusively with the seller after, so take advantage of your position if you're the highest bidder or the only bidder on any of the properties. Once the bidding is underway, I'll nominate risers from time to time which reflect the value of the property. Of course, the more expensive property will have a bigger jump, a higher rise. If you have a question to a rise, you've got a smaller one or a larger one, I'm happy to take questions. Keep in mind, under the rules, I can refuse bids at any level, and I can also place bids on behalf of the seller. So if a vendor bid is placed, I'm the only party permitted to do so. None of them will be above reserve price, of course, and they must be stated. So be very clear if the bid is with me or with telephone bidders or bids in the room here. A vendor bid is a counter offer, so if you're not above that level, of course our owners have given instructions that they'll keep looking for a buyer beyond that level too. With regard to signing the documentation, we'll do that at the conclusion of the auction. We've got a number of rooms here that we can formalise the contract for you. Follow the hammer actually binds you. If you're interested in the theatre of auction, signing the documentation, there's a consent to enter into an agreement, and any other associated forms can take place after the auction. Are there any questions with regard to the formalities before we begin? No, well, let's go. We'll move to the first offering. And we're heading to Young Street, and Rachel Wardgrave, the marketing agent. Well, Rachel, we both used to live in Young Street. Rachel's my wife, and I don't share the same surname. Mine was too short for her, but and it rhymes with Rachel Shaw, so it didn't work. But we lived in this area. We still live in Claudelands. It's a great neighbourhood to bring up a family, and of course Those of you looking for a house of this size will know there's not many in this neighbourhood, central in the city, that can give you these bedrooms, 5 to 6 bedrooms in the property. We offer you a feasible estate, a good old quarter acre of 1,012 square metres of land. The lot number 9 and deposit plan 6899 is found on your record of title, being 415 folio 213. Your chattels list, they include the fixed floor coverings along with the blinds, the curtains and the light fittings, and in the further terms you'll find the automatic garage door opener with its remotes. You've got the ceiling fan, the central vacuum unit, 2 heat pumps, 3 heated towel rails, the hob, the microwave, the extractor, and there's the telephone included, along with the washing machine taps, the waste disposal unit, the double wall oven, 2 dish drawers, the hair dryers. First time I've sold a hairdryer, and with the gas central heating system, the hall runner down the hallway. It's not fixed, but that is included, as is the rug in the formal lounge, and the children's playground, which will please the children. So if they're giving you some assistance today, don't forget about them. Vacant possession is set down for 28 days from today's date, or such other arrangement as you've made with our owners before the bidding begins. With regard to the accommodation, as I said, we've put that as 5, but it is a true 6-bedroom home with the initial office on the way in. 3 living areas for the property, and of course the bathrooms to complement the property on the 2 levels. Fantastic in its presentation, really frames the era of the home. That addition upstairs was circa 1994, and you wouldn't know. It's kept in the character right throughout the property. As I said, in its location, Claughton's Park, you can just go to the farmer's market for your coffee on a Sunday. You've got a piece of land which is enough for you to spread out, but not so much to be a burden for you, but certainly a good sized parcel in the residential sense, particularly in the central city. And then also with the park nearby, you've got the bushwalks and the strolling through there. And in COVID, there was thousands of people walking around the park. It's a shame that it's not as utilised now as it was in the warmer times. So beautifully maintained. You've got the double garaging. You've got a good property there which reflects its era and the presentation. And I think it'll be a shame to see it sold for the owners, because they've got lots of memories that they've created here with their family. But of course, it's now time to pass that over to someone else to do the same. I'm going to look for an open bid here at lot 1. Who's going to start the order? I'll need to start from the floor here, because we do have good, strong conditional parties, multiple indeed, that want to make offers to our owners. I'm going to treat with the cash in the first instance now. Final opportunity to place a bid, folks, otherwise we will set it aside and we'll deal with all parties following. I will close the auction, so Rachel, I know you're going to be busy. If you have an interest in the property, please talk with Rachel immediately. Our sellers are here. They would like to see a sale, and I know there'll be some people that are very happy that it hasn't sold, not our sellers, but some purchasers. So good luck in your awareness there in your transactions. If it becomes a multi-offer, we do have a process that you can follow. Okay, lot 2, we're now moving out to co-fight on 690 Horatu Road with Aaron Patterson. Aaron refed a great game last night to a draw. You couldn't get a fairer ref than that, and of course that transacts into his real estate, and of course with the auction we have a very fair and transparent process for those involved. This property is a feasible estate, once again, with a land area of 999 square metres more or less. It is lot 1 on deposit plan 75735, and also lot 4 on deposit plan 73187, the record of title number being volume 59A, folio 100. Your chattels list, that remains unchanged, with the stove, the fixed floor coverings, blinds, curtains and the light fittings. Once again, the automatic garage door opener is included, along with the dishwasher, the pool equipment, the rain hood, washing machine taps, garden shed, security lighting, drapes and the heated towel rail. Vacant possession I have for 28 days, no change to that, is it? So you've been there in a month's time, nice and quick for you, 4 weeks. So unique in its design, as you would have seen from your inspections, and beautiful day you took those evening shots there, Aaron, but this one really stands out from the crowd because of its design. It's got that rustic feel with the cedar block exterior, plus you've got the large double tongue and groove front doors, native timbers throughout the home, so again a property that has a real personality to it, but it fits well, the wood and the neutral tones of the walls through the property. 4 bedrooms for your accommodation there, so large for the families that have interest. Double living areas, you've got the bathroom, double garage and plenty of off-street parking through the property. The oasis outside with a beautiful pool, so in the warmer months there'll be plenty of room there for the kids to play and take a dip. And of course that double internal access garage, it's got that extra space in there with the workshop in mind too, if you like to tinker with your hobbies. Mechanics pit as well, so if you want to stand there and look under a car, you can feel free to do that. Not something that I like to do, but I know those of you amongst that do have a bent that way, you've got that facility for you. Don't forget to Kowhai Village, you're about 100 steps, aren't you? Not far.
You're on the edge.
You're there, yeah, so 100 of yours, or 200 of mine. Decile 10 schooling in the village too, so if you've got family that you like to raise in the home, they're going to be looked after well. I'm again going to look for the opening bidder offer here today. We're at lot 2. Who's going to start me away?
600.
600, you've come prepared, sir, at $600,000 there. We'll take your low and 20s from here. It's 620 at $600,000 start there, and a scratch to the neck there at 600. Who's got 20 for me? It's your bid, sir, at 620. You're more entitled to raise it if you like. At $600,000 there, who could be 20? Second request now, we've got a $20,000 rise here. Won't sell them at this level here. Great money at the level at 600. We'll need more for the sell. At 600 here, who bid me 20? Last opportunity, it's your bid, sir, at $600,000 there. I'm happy to take you 20 if that's your instruction, but I would bid against you and give you advice. We'd like to take the 620 if you want to, it's up to you. Move it away from your competition. Yes, at 620, you've advanced your bid. At $620,000 there, and who's next? I need 640 around the room. At $620,000 there with my starter, increasing the position there. Happy to go all the way if you like. Who's got 640 for me? 640, thank you, sir, and you buddy. At 640, how about 660? 660 on the raise of the hand there, and you're back at 80. Economic at this level at $660,000 there. First call now at 660 against you, sir, with my starter. You're coming back. Second call now.
Go 670.
670 and drop the 10s and 10 from you, sir, at 680 straight back. Do you want the 90 or the 700? I know what I prefer. At 680 against you now, what would you like to do? First call now at 680, taking 10s.
690.
690 it is. How about the even 7 and 7 on the starter? At 700,000, needs to be 10. At $700,000 there, first call now at 700. Second call now at 700, have you given it your best?
710.
710, good bid. And 20 straight back. At 720, you'd like the 30? First call now then at 720. If I don't get a better bid, we'll be pausing and talking here. You want to be in that position at $720,000 there. Second call, you sure you don't have given it your best? Couldn't replace it this money. At $720,000. Last chance, all done. Coming back, what about a 5? Multiply that at 2.65, the rate I saw this morning. It's not that much. Okay, 725. Took a while to come. Would you like to match it? 730 he does. It was worth a go. At 730, the bidders again back with the starter there. I'm still happy with 5s, advanced bidding there. Otherwise, we'll pause and talk stuff. At $730,000 there. First call now at 730. Second call for the sake of a 5 around the room. Anyone else? Late money? Final opportunity with my starter at 730. It's your bid. All done. All signed at 730. Put your best foot forward. Happy for us to talk here, or do you want to have that opportunity? All done at 730. David needs some instructions. At 730, seated in the back row. David will help you with the process from here, and Aaron is here to give you some guidance too. discussions are happening with lot 2. I'm going to carry on with lot 3, and as I indicated in lot 1, there are some discussions on that property too. Now we move out to Rangariri. We have 757 Glen Murray Road. Our marketing agents being Lee Carter and Peter Kelly here from the Hamilton office. This fee simple estate is offered to you if you refer to the further terms in clause 21 for your full legal description. We have allotment 220, 222 and 224 from the certificate of title number being volume 60, folio 667. The land area is 2,575 square metres more or less, and then the second title with the property has a land area of 9.5696 hectares, so that total land area 9.827 hectares more or less across those two titles. With regards to your channels list, the full description is in clause 22. I won't read those out in full. There is a number of notations there for selling the channels on an as is where is basis, because the seller is absent from the home, so we can't give warranties, or they can't give warranties there, and that is reflected in also in clause 23 with regards to the vendor's instructions and the purchaser acknowledgement with regard to the settlement date and any possible eviction notice required for the tenants in situ. We offer you vacant possession with a 50-day working day period to give it time for those tenants to move out. With regards to the property there, it's got an expansive 250 square metre home on the property. You can see it has the pool environment in the property. Peter, I guess it could deal with a little bit of love and attention to the property, bring it up to into the current environment, and with that love you'll end up with a beautiful home on the old almost 10 hectare site. With regards to those titles, you've got pockets of bush, you've got a number of paddocks for the property, own private access to Whangapā Lake, and there's also the implement sheds and set of yards from the point of view of running the property and ease of movement of your stock. Location wise, 10 minutes from Tikapuna, and of course great location, quiet country and its surrounds, bustling in its expansion there with the development around the lake there at Lakeside, and of course that will bring more amenities, and of course we all know that the road has significantly changed coming south here to bypass Huntley into town here, or heading north. Of course you've got 4 lanes all the way. So an easy commute north or south. Pocky about 40 minutes, Manukau 50, back here about 52. Well, I'm going to hand it over to you guys. Who's going to call an opening bidder offer at lot 3? I've got an owner very keen to see the property sold here today, but if the cash won't talk, we'll hand it back from the conditional parties and move to stage 2, so I'll need you to start the auction for me. Happy to talk to you at your levels. Well, I'll close the auction, gentlemen. Peter and Lee are both here to take your inquiries. If you're seeing it for the first time or you want another inspection, please make that known. So I'll move now to lot 4. It's the final auction to start today. I will be coming back to lot 2, of course, once David has finished those discussions. But we're heading now to Te Amutu with Sharon and Kezia with the property at 41 Veda, I call it. Veda? Veda. There we go. Veda is the name. Veda Lane. Now, a fee simple estate. We've got a land area of 1,184 square metres more or less. It is lot 1. Deposit plan is noted as 428072 and a record of title is 510939. Your channels list, if you refer to the schedules 2 and 3 in the documentation, you've got all of the household channels there listed, the blinds, the clothesline, the fixable coverings, fly screens, garden shed, the household keys, and the large outdoor umbrella. And then we follow in schedule 3 where the dishwasher is included, the rain hood, you've got the bathroom extractor fans, you have 2, the garage door opener, you've got 2 heat pumps, 2 heated towel rails, also the light fittings, there's the induction hob, the microwave, security lighting, also the wall oven, the waste disposal unit, there's the TV dish, the washing machine taps, finishing off with the gas fireplace, smoke alarms, the robotic lawn mower. I'd like to see that. And the whisper bathroom wall heaters, there's 2, and automatic garage gates. Well, I've already put up 2 hair dryers, now I've got a robotic lawnmower. That sounds like it's easy to mow the lawns.
Yeah.
And it would be convenient because they're beautiful velvety lawns, so if they're taken care of, then that makes ease for more play in the evenings, doesn't it? Vacant possession, set down 20 working days from today's date, or such a variation as you have confirmed with the seller. It's a nice little cul-de-sac location here for the property, and a home not too old. When was this built? 2017, so 3 years old or 2.5, 4 bedrooms for your accommodation, 290 square metres, so you can spread right out. Look at the decor. Beautiful in the hub of the home there in the kitchen, and of course complemented with the living areas, as you can see through, one with neutral tones, but family size home, great living areas, good size section too, and you're in a good street, so luxurious homes around you too, so the attention to detail to this one is first class. I encourage you to bid, put your best foot forward. Who's going to start their one? Very fair instructions with me. I need you guys to start. Who'd like to be first? How much, sir? 800, a good bid to start there at $800,000 there, and take me along in tens. We've got 810 next bid at $800,000 there for the first call now at 800 only. Who'll bid me 810? Your chance to talk to the owners. At $800,000 there, the second request there at 810, thank you. At 810 against you, bid me 820. It's worth that all day, guys. At 820, thank you. They're at 820,000. How about 30? A great property here in Bayleys. At $820,000 there, you're coming back for 10, sir. 10 of those at 830. At 830, and how about 40 bid? At $830,000. So it's a lot easier to talk to me. Don't worry about Sarah on the phone there. She can help you at the end. At 840, is it? 840, thank you there on the 9 at 840. If you haven't reached your budget, keep going. At 840, sir, your chance now at 850. At 840, the bid here now, first call for 10, take you to 8.5. At 840, the money now, and final opportunity. You're coming back. You sure? What about a 5 puts you in front? We've got 840 here, shaking the head. At $840,000 there, all done. Sign at 840. I will need more to bring the hammer down, otherwise I'll pause and talk. At $840,000. All done. Just confirming, sir. Not coming back. Out here at 840. I'm going to need some instructions at the level. I'm going to come and talk to you now. I won't keep you long. All right, folks, thank you for your attention. We're back at lot 4 first. We'll come back to lot 2 shortly. Well, we left the bidding on 41 Vader at $840,000 with 2 people bidding to buy it. You've increased that for me, Sue, to $880,000, so thank you for your bid there. My instructions are to sell the property, but don't do better, so I'll look for a further rise from here. I say we left in 5s, we can carry on in 5s, but you're playing for keeps, so call 3 times, and then the hammer will fall with the sale. At $880,000 you bid before, sir, do you got any interest? We're playing for the keys now. First call before we go. Second call here, we sell. What about a smaller increment? 2.5, definitely out. High bidders here, we sell. Last chance we're done. Third and final opportunity at $880,000. It is going. Consort here, congratulations. Just waiting for some final instructions from David Cashmore on lot 2. I know there's been offers made already on lot 1, so very busy marketplace in the current environment for both buyers and sellers of real estate right throughout our regions. Won't keep you long, folks. We'll come back with some more information. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We return to lot 2 at 690 Horatu Road in Tukowhai. We left the bidding with 2 people bidding to buy at 730. Now, sir, you've increased that to 795,000. I just need you to confirm that for me at 795. I do really, because it's a team effort, isn't it? At 795, my instruction is to sell the property. If we don't do better, I'll reopen the bidding. I'll look for a 5 rise from here, otherwise we sell at 795. First call now, we sell. Second call here on lot 2. Property will be sold, it is going, gone, sold here. Congratulations there at 795. So that brings the conclusion to today's offerings. Note too that lot 1 is under contract as well at Young Street. So just the property at Glen Murray to be finally finding the new buyer for. Thank you very much for your attention. Congratulations once again, and we welcome you back here next week for more auctions. Thank you.